to start this video off with this tweet. The fact that Justin Timberlake single-handedly damaged the careers/lives of two of the biggest pop stars, Janet Jackson and Britney Spears, without facing any repercussions is wild. Because after Britney releases her book, The Woman in Me, later in the month, that will no longer be the case. You want to know why Justin is so scared of this book? Because everybody is going to know the truth about him. He's been making Britney look like the bad guy since 2002, and only now is he getting his comeuppance. I'm sure you've all heard about the controversy at this point, but for those who are unaware, Justin Timberlake made Britney get an abortion that she never even wanted back in 2002 when they were dating. And after they had split, Justin went on a whole media tour to paint Britney Spears out to be some terrible person. All the while bragging about the fact that he's the one who took her virginity. Justin!
Timberlake has made a kind of sport out of public retaliation.
Hot 97. The Star Buckwild Morning Show. Justin Timberlake is in the house. And I just want to ask you one question. Did you Britney Spears? Yes or no?
Oh, man.
Come on, man.
Okay, I did it. No,
And that's bad enough, right? Well, listen to this. Justin Timberlake was on New York City radio station Hot 97 with Star and Buck Wild on their morning show. Star promised Justin he would play Like I Love You 30 times in 1 week if he answered his question. He asked, "Did you ever eat Britney's..." And Justin said, "I said I was dirty, didn't I?" So not only did he exploit the relationship he had with Britney for his own personal gain, but he proceeded to give very intimate and personal details about what they did in their private life that Britney never even consented to. But at the same time that he was bragging about their private life to all these radio stations, he was also slandering her name in his music. Their split soured after Justin released his infamous hit Cry Me a River, a song that largely insinuated that Britney had cheated on him, leading people to believe that she'd been the cause of their breakup. So for years, people have been under the assumption that Britney was the one who cheated on Justin when... No, babe, it was the other way around. Here's what one of Britney's longtime friends had to say about the split. Friend Juliana Kay tells Mirror, "I knew they had some issues. She had her questions about who he was with because stuff would be out in the press. They were very famous, so he'd be out with some girl from All Saints and she'd get very jealous. You know what I'm saying?" And here's proof that what Juliana is saying is the absolute truth. Because this is an article clipping of Justin with Nicole Appleton from All Saints while he was still with Britney. And if that's not enough proof for you, here's a blog post that was made to the site Angel Fire back in the early 2000s. For context, they're talking about this picture that's on screen right here. The Sun did a weeks after the fact story on Justin Timberlake's lunch date with a mystery brunette, which they cite as perhaps the same woman he was spotted dirty dancing with a few days ago at Hollywood nightclub AD. But wait, there's more. How about when in 2011 there was a cheating scandal that Justin Timberlake had with Olivia Munn? Or even just as recently as 2020, after a guilty Justin had to prove himself to Jessica Biel after yet another cheating scandal. But I thought Britney was the cheater. No, babe. You are! You're projecting! Then he went on to a talk show shortly after him and Britney had split, and the talk show wanted Justin to perform songs from his new album, Justified. And even though he insisted that not a single song on that album was about Britney, he decided not to play any of them. And instead decided to play a song he hadn't previously released. A song conveniently titled Horrible Woman.
Although Justin says that all the lyrics on his new CD come from his own experience, he denies that any were written specifically for Britney.
And tell her she better just come get you.
Yet when we sat down at the piano and asked him to play something from Justified, he chose instead to play a song that nobody has ever heard before. Interesting lyrics.
Thought our love was so strong. I guess I was dead wrong. But to look at it positively, hey girl, at least you gave me another
Justin would always have Britney's name in his mouth. He always had something negative to say about her. If there was an opportunity where he could be a see you next Tuesday about Britney anywhere he went, he would take it. Firstly, in 2006, Justin would play the victim in his interview with GQ after winning Man of the Year. He tells the magazine that back in 2002, when the couple initially parted ways, I felt like she had a couple of opportunities to just sort of stick up for me, and she didn't, which is fine, but at that time, you know, I fought back, and that's the way I fought back. I used my mind. I came up with a song. I didn't ever see you try to stick up for Britney. All you ever did after the breakup was bully her at any chance you got. And yet, you still wanted her to defend you. Where was your defense of Britney, huh? Also, he's totally lying, because this is how Britney responded when Cry Me a River was released.
Or whatever, but it's fine. That's the way I don't want to judge him or anything like that, because that's the way he had to deal with what happened, and you know, and that's fine. But I know that if I was in a relationship and something happened, I couldn't really go there.
Then in 2007, 5 years after they had broken up, he unfortunately won an award. But instead of using the acceptance speech time to say something positive, he uses that time instead to shade Britney during an incredibly difficult period of her life.
Accepted this mock award for right now, and if someone doesn't send me my real Brit in the mail, there will be hell to pay. Thank you very much for this. I'm very flattered. I'm actually on tour, so I couldn't be there. Everyone have a great night. Stop drinking. You know who you are. I'm speaking to you. Stop drinking. You're gonna get sloppy. OK is gonna say something bad about you. You guys have fun tonight. Thank you very much for this award.
Then in 2008, when he was literally inducting Madonna into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, he instead took the time to shade Britney Spears when calling her up onto the stage by saying that she was a Madonna wannabe. Absolutely no class whatsoever. Absolutely none.
The world has long been full of Madonna wannabes, and I might have even dated a couple.
And now we're in 2009. Do you see a pattern here? He's doing this every single year. Even though this entire time, Britney has stayed completely silent. 7 years after they had split up and they were both full-grown adults at this point, he goes on to SNL to brag about the fact that he took Britney's virginity again.
I'd like to think that at first he'll date a popular female singer. Publicly, they'll claim to be virgins, but privately, he hid it.
Then in 2012, he's still going in 2012, a whole 10 years after they had split up. During one of his tours, he was playing Cry Me a River, and he literally calls Britney a bitch on stage.
You thinking that the one. Then you find out. She was just a bitch.
And while Britney has been nothing but either silent or kind about Justin, that was how Justin was treating Britney. But you expect her to defend you. The difference of how they treated their breakup songs is honestly heartbreaking. Because while Justin is up on stage calling Britney a bitch, she was in the studio bawling her eyes out to the point where she had to take a break and had to do multiple takes of the song while recording every time. So no, I don't give a shit about what Britney says about Justin in this book. He deserves it.
And
Oh, okay.
Just so you know, I just wanted to return them to you. I got here.
I'm so glad. I've been looking for that everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. And the writers thought it looked kind of familiar to some.
Justin Timberlake, you will be dealt with, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Mwah! I love you all so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys!